Welcome to the presentation on triangle congruency, where I myself, Nayan and my friend here, David Konhoff, will be proving that in this figure over here, AB is equal or is congruent to ED. AB and ED. We were given that angle FBE is 90 degrees. FBE and angle BEC is also 90 degrees, so BEC. We were told that AF is congruent to FE. FE is also congruent to BC, which is over here, and is congruent to CD. We were told that BF over here is congruent to CE, and that BC is parallel to FE, BC, and FE. Over here, we have listed the statements and the justifications for those statements. I just listed the givens.
So for steps 2, we have ABF is 90 degrees. So ABF is 90 degrees because this line here is 180. So if this is 90, 90 plus 90 equals 180. Linear pairs are supplementary. And then for step number 3, we said that angle CED is also 90 because linear pairs are supplementary. We just put the quote because we don't have that much room. Because again, this is 180 and 90 plus 90 is 180.
So for step number 4, ABF is a right triangle. And for this fact, we can say that triangle has a right angle, and we can imply that it is a right triangle. For step number 5, triangle CED is also a right triangle, and for the same reason. So we just used quotes to signify that it's the same reason for step number 4.
For step number 6, we said that triangle ABF is congruent to triangle CED because the right triangle's hypotenuse leg is congruent to the other right triangle's hypotenuse leg. So we have the leg and the hypotenuse, and the leg and the hypotenuse, and the right triangles here.
Therefore, AB must be equal or congruent to ED because of CPCTC. Now David will show us a trick on how to, another way to solve for congruency.
So we know that this is 90 degrees. So from that, we can say that this line is perpendicular bisected by this line. So that means that angle C is bisected. So this angle and this angle must be equal. Now because we have two parallel lines here, we know that this angle is corresponding to this angle. So they must be equal. As well, since we also have the parallel lines, this angle E must be congruent to this angle F. Because F is also bisected, since we know that this is a perpendicular bisector, we can say that this angle is congruent to this angle. Now, because of the substitution property of equality, this angle here, angle AFB, is congruent to angle DCE. So therefore we can say that triangle ABF is congruent to triangle CED because of side angle side congruence. Thank you.
Thank you.
This video was sponsored by Good Hope Country Day. Thank you.
Yeah! Let's go!
It's recording right now.
Oh,
So
it's
just
recording? Okay.
all this extra nonsense. 9. Wrong side.
I should do that. I should. Oops. Wrong side. Look at this wrong side.
Okay, we're just wasting video. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, for steps A, B, F, you have here that AF or AB or triangle, ABF, or because because the triangle has a right triangle, therefore we can infer that it is a right triangle.